Well, first of all, it has, as you say, been dubbed a bit of a ghost trial, given that so many of those implicated are dead or presumed dead in Iraq and Syria. An opportunity, nevertheless, to cast minds back to January 2015, the start of what would become a slew of deadly attacks here in France, at a time when growing numbers of radicalised French citizens were leaving for the Middle East, a chance to look back over some of the people who allegedly helped inspire them and help them get there. Among those implicated, a chance also to go back over the case of the Bel Hussein brothers, the eldest of whom, Mohammed, was suspected of being the ideological inspiration behind Ahmadi Koulibaly. He was the gunman who attacked a kosher supermarket in the south of Paris in the wake of the shootings at Charlie Hebdo. Both of those were brothers later reported dead in the so-called caliphate. We'll also be hearing from the parents of another man reported dead in the Middle East, Quentin Roy. Now, his parents saying that those taken alive there, those captured in the Middle East in the fighting, should be brought back and face trial in France, in Western countries. Obviously, an issue with which many Western governments have been grappling. In terms of those actually in the dock, well, more perhaps bit part players, and the focus going forward ahead of what is the anniversary, as you said, of these attacks, perhaps more on a trial which is taking place in a specially adapted courtroom here in Paris starting in May into the events of January 2015, and another similarly high-profile trial which will come off the back of that, looking into what happened later that very same year, namely the attacks on the Bataclan and other venues in and around the French capital.